damn bird. From the WDWL TV Multiplex, live from the newsroom, we bring you the pride of the station, the Two Grumpies, starring the grumpy old man. Oh, me. And the grumpy vulture. Take your bow. There, now back in your corner. I don't even want to fucking look at you. I'll fix your ass. Greetings, friends. Oh, it's been hell around the damn station the last couple of days with all the technical difficulties. Jesus Christ. You fix one thing and then some other thing confuculates and you're... It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'll tell you where part of the problem is. I bought this 3-in-1 USB splitter, okay? Plug it into the computer and it has 3 ports. Great, because for the new arm that I've got that I wanted to show off, you need to plug it in because it's got LED lights in it. No problem. I get my USB extension cable that I've been using for all my microphones. I plug the splitter in. I plug the microphone in. I plug the new microphone stand in. Everything's working great. So I thought I'd do a stream on Friday. I go to do a playback. No volume. I was like, what the hell? So I go into Prism. I check all my adjustments. Everything is where I had it set. Don't understand it. The microphone was lit up, going through its LED phase. I checked everything that... Then I go to fire the damn computer up on Saturday. Everything fires up. All of a sudden, I get the blue screen of death. Now, my computer man told me how to check this out. I checked everything out. Everything seemed fine. Okay. I go to do the stream. Same shit. No volume. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So, I'm researching, I'm going through, I'm looking at everything. Then, something hit me like a rock. I was like, maybe it's that splitter that I bought. I go in and I check the specs on eBay and it says, Then, in the fine print at the bottom, this little itty-bitty sentence, you could almost read it. For data transfer only. There's the problem. It's not set up for a microphone. It's set up for multiple plugins for data transfer. Oh, that pissed me off to no end. So I unplugged it. I plugged in the microphone. I did a sound check. Bingo! So everything boiled down to this little black box. And the super fine print at the bottom of everything. Oh, would this guy put it up in the top? You know, I'm expecting to buy a splitter so that I can run multiple items off of it. Nowhere in the explanation did it say it was strictly a data transfer splitter, except way at the bottom in this little tiny print. Needless to say, I wrote him a nasty email. Still waiting for a reply. Then, behind me, this is a video, folks. Not the real aquarium that I set up. Yeah, on Friday afternoon, I set up, because I've noticed in a lot of videos I've been watching, aquariums are starting to make a comeback. Oh, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, God, aquariums were the big thing. Then they went by the wayside. Grumpy spends some good bucks. I set up the aquarium. I'll move the mic so you can see. This is what the tank looked like. Beautiful, all kinds of fish. Oh, gorgeous. Then I come in Saturday morning, and the tank is empty. There isn't a fish in the tank. I'm like, where did all the fish go? I'm looking on the floor. They didn't jump out. Then I happened to glance at Asshole over here. He had fish scales all over his chest, and his feathers were wet. I was like, oh, you rotten prick. You ate all my fish. Oh, I was pissed. So I went to the pet shop, and I talked to the aquarium guy, and he said, I've got just the thing for you. Now I'm going to show you what the aquarium looks like right now. Let me get rid of the video, if I can find my cursor. There we go. And here we are. Here we are. It's my new buddy, Maury, as in moray eel. This is one fish that will eat the bird. I'm waiting for the bird to see if he wants to snack on Maury. Oh, I have a camera set up over the top of the tank. Now I've got a cover on it right now because Maury will actually come up out of the tank and grab the bird. I'm going to take the cover off, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow night. And then I'm going to turn the overhead camera on, and let's see what happens to the grumpy vulture. Oh. I'll bet you he'll shit a brick when he walks over there and Maury comes out of the tank. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been told that Maury can actually spend a bit of time out of the tank on dry land. Oh. Right now, Dickhead over here has no idea what's in the tank. He just thinks it's this big, long fish. Look at Maury. Hi, Maury. Oh, you must see the bird. I see you going. Oh, yeah, you're licking your lips. Yeah. One thing you never do is fuck with Grumpy. Because I have ways of getting back at you. And since you ate $500 worth of fish out of my tank, here's a fish that will eat you. Oh. And, all kinds of news. Let me move the microphone a little bit here. I put the mic on a new mount. I kind of like it a little better this way. Tomorrow, the drone will be here. Yes. I checked all the tracking information from the post office. It's sitting up the street at my postal station. And in big words, scheduled for delivery tomorrow between 1 and 4 p.m. Oh boy, I can't wait to get the drone here. Oh, Grumpy's going to have fun. And luckily, it has obstacle avoidance. So Grumpy can practice in the studio without breaking it. And I was lucky enough, the viewer that gifted me with the drone sent me the information. And for beginners like Grumpy, you can attach these bumpers in front of the propellers. So if for some reason the obstacle avoidance isn't working perfectly, it'll hit the bumpers first, and then it'll save breaking the propellers. So Grumpy can't wait. Oh boy. And another viewer emailed me and said, keep your eye open for a little gift. I was like, gift? Yeah. A little gift coming in the mail for Grumpy. And the viewer told me, after the first time you use it, you will never go to another item. That's all he said, another item. I have no idea what it is. All I know is he said, the first time I use it, whatever I was using before, I won't be using again. Oh boy, I love surprises. And I love my coffee. Look at the size of this coffee cup. Oh, 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 oh. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, it's a soup bowl. But you can use it for coffee. I'll show you the one that my sister gave me for my birthday last year. Oh, it is cool. It really shocked the shit out of me because she hasn't given me a birthday present in fucking years. I'm starting to think she's doing a little re-gifting. You know, somebody gave it to her and she was like, oh, fuck, I don't want this. I'll give it to my brother. It's like, I'll give it to Mikey. Mikey likes everything. Yeah. I'll give it to Grumpy. So I think I'm getting a re-gifted item. I don't care. I love it. I even told her, I said, where did you happen to find this? And she said, at the coffee shop. Whoa. So, whether it's a re-gift or not, Grumpy really likes it. And it's really interesting because when I went to Dollar Tree, they had cups the same size. And I was like, oh, for $1.25, oh, Grumpy's going to have a spare. What is it? Salute? What's that drinking phrase? Nice driveway, something like that. No zdrovia. Yeah, my buddy always used to say, no zdrovia. And I'd say nice driveway to you too. So it's going to be a fun week. Tomorrow the drone will be here. And sometime this week, the special gift will be here. I'll tell you what, I have wonderful followers. For the 54 that I've got, well, those are subscribers. I don't know how many followers, although I do know I have one that watches me in New Zealand. Because one day I got a message and it said, "Greetings from New Zealand." I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know New Zealand got internet. Oh. Just kidding. I just lost a follower. I pissed him off. Probably the only one I had in New Zealand, too. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Greetings from New Zealand. And he actually said, "We love your content." We, more than one. I wonder if he has his internet hooked to his TV. And when Grumpy comes on, he calls the family in. "It's Grumpy time. Everybody get your popcorn. Here we go." That would be cool. If you're happening to be watching right now and the family is around the flat screen, sometime send me a picture. I'd like to see the "we" in your message. Although we could be two. Or it could be a family reunion. Everybody, 40, 50 people in the room going, "Hey, it's Grumpy time. Everybody, come on in the room." Could be. Then again, maybe he's sitting there with his cat or his dog, meaning we. Grumpy's got a real busy week this week. Yeah. 3 doctor's appointments back to back. Yeah, Wednesday, I go see the old oncology doctor. I'll get the test results for my PET scan. Yeah, I had it like 2 months ago. I don't know what he's waiting for. And then Thursday, I go meet my new primary care doctor. Yeah, I got a new one. The only thing I dislike about new doctors, they want to run every fucking test that you've had in your life. They're like, "Oh, we don't trust the previous doctor's tests. We want to run our own." You just want to dig in my wallet, that's all. And then I go see my favorite doctor on Friday, Dr. Todd. It's amazing. Todd is his first name, not his last name. And he tells everybody, "Call me Todd." What the hell? The tablet just fired up on its own. I didn't even go near it. Damn thing. Pain in the ass. Jesus. No, it's not time yet. Yeah, when I first met him, it's been going on like 6 years now. He said, "Hi, I'm Todd." I was like, "Dr. Todd?" He said, "No, just Todd." I says, "You're not a doctor?" He said, "Well, yes, I'm a doctor." I says, "Then how come you don't want to be called Dr. I'm not going to give out his last name." He said, that term makes me uncomfortable. I said, "What?" I says, "You go through like 12 goddamn years of study before you get your doctorship. And you don't like being called doctor?" He says, "No. Call me Todd." I was like, "Okay." So when I was leaving that day, I says to his receptionist, does he have everybody call him by his first name? She said, oh, yes. When he first got here and he met the staff, he told everybody, I don't want to hear the doctor thing. Call me Todd. Christ, if I went through 8, 10, 12 years in order to finally become a doctor, I'd be telling everybody, call me doctor, call me doctor. Even the garbage man, I'd be saying, hey, it's no longer Grumpy, it's Dr. Grumpy. Oh, okay. Some people are like that, I guess. Yeah, he told me he's very uncomfortable with the title of doctor. I said, okay, you're the one paying off all them student loans, Doc. First doctor I ever met that never wanted to be called doctor. He just come in and said, my name's Todd. Hi, Todd. Now it's, it's old hat. I walk in and say, hey, Todd, how you doing? Oh, okay. How you doing? Oh, I got a little pain here. Yeah, he's my pain management doctor. So far, he's doing a hell of a job. I'm going to tell you something that is probably going to piss a lot of people off. My prior pain management doctor was Canadian. And I'll tell you what, those doctors have a fucking attitude. Oh, I'll never forget the first time he prescribed me a new medication. And I said, can I ask why you're prescribing that? And he said to me, when did you get your medical degree? I says, excuse me? He says, are you questioning me? I said, no, I just... He goes, I know what's right. You don't. Needless to say, I was on an immediate search for a new doctor. Back several years ago, when I was with my other health organization, I had a Canadian doctor, and he had an attitude too. And I told the receptionist, I said, I want a new doctor. She goes, you got a brand new doctor. It's your first visit. I said, yes, my first and last. Find me another doctor, preferably not Canadian. Yeah. I don't know what it is with Canadian doctors. Maybe it's me. But they seem to have this holier-than-thou attitude. I don't like doctors that are like that. Now, since I'm with a different health organization, I have to say, every doctor I have is outstanding. They really are. That other organization seemed to hire a lot of Canadian doctors. That's another reason I switched. Plus, I was no longer working for that organization. Kind of lost my hospitalization. I had to go find some real quick. Oh, I could have kept it. You should have seen the monthly rate. Holy yachafuck. And that wasn't including, medication and all that other... I was like, I'm going to switch and find somebody else. Then I found the one I've been with for like 10 years now. Oh, outstanding, outstanding. I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm going to keep what hospital they're what health plan I'm with on the QT, if you understand. I don't want to get in any trouble. I wish I could really say who they are, because every doc, put it this way, anytime I've had any dealings with anybody connected to this health organization, it's been wonderful. Right down to the nurses, the receptionists. 180-degree turn from the other one. And all them crab-ass Canadian doctors. I have a niece that lives up in Quebec. I'm going to email her and ask her what she thinks of the Canadian health system versus the U.S. Because she's been up in Quebec several years now. So she's had a good taste of the Canadian health system. I'm going to email her and ask her. I think I know what her response is going to be. It sucks. I don't know. Maybe when them Canadian doctors come here, they develop an attitude. I don't know. But it just seems any Canadian doctor I've ever had to deal with, him and I are like two pieces of sandpaper, if you catch my drift. I hope I got volume with this one this time. Although I'm seeing it, that was something strange. I do 2 streams, Friday and Saturday. And for some reason, I wasn't paying attention to the sound levels. I don't know why. Usually I kind of look down every now and then to see how things are. 2 streams I do. Microphone not working. All due to this goddamn connector. Yeah, for data transfer only. In little itty bitty tiny print at the bottom of like 5 paragraphs describing this splitter. Oh, was I pissed. But see, I never thought it was the microphone because the microphone was doing like it does now. I never thought to look down at the volume level. That should have been a dead giveaway right there when it was like, how come I don't have any green lines there? So, that was why I didn't have a stream Friday or Saturday. Well, I had them. You had to be a goddamn lip reader in order to determine what I was saying. Oh, I come in the studio and I'm going through everything. I never looked at the sound bar. It was going through its color changes. It's a little bit of electricity. But voice and data are 2 separate items. Just because it's lit up, the voice was not going through the splitter because the splitter is only for data. So needless to say, 2 days of nothing. Although I really didn't have much, we're still in the newsroom. My studio isn't done yet. I could use a different studio, but hey, I kind of like this one. Although the CEO keeps telling me, you're going to love your studio. Tell me where it is. I want to see it. No, I can't see it until it's all done. Well, did he ever stop and think, if it's my studio, maybe I should have a little input as to how it's set up? What kind of equipment is in it? No. Probably a bunch of used shit from the other studios when they remodeled. That'd be my luck. Oh, dust off that chair. It'll be perfect in Grumpy's studio. We'll just have to wait until it's done. Oh, he won't even tell me what part of the building it's in. You know, this complex is about the size of an airplane hangar. Multiple studios, multiple floors. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed it's not down in the fucking sub-basement. You guys know the room that I did my New Year's Eve broadcast from, where all the old monitors are stored. Monitors from like the 90s. Although it's interesting that we still have that old crap. Might be worth something someday. I better keep my mouth shut. The CEO will be having an auction next. I'm going to go in there and grab a few things before he even thinks of selling that stuff. Yeah, there was some neat stuff in there. It'd go great with my CD player, my Walkman. I have two. I have a Walkman that plays cassette tapes, still in the factory package. And I have a Walkman CD player, still in the factory package. Everybody's like saying, Grumpy, use the damn things already. No. Where are you going to find a cassette player and a CD player Walkman still in the original factory package? Oh, I've seen a lot of them at garage sales, not in the factory package, all beat to shit. Yeah, I was looking at a CD player one day. The woman says, are you interested in that? I said, did your kid drag it for like 50 miles behind a dump truck? I said, this thing beat to shit. I'll sell it to you for $1. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding. It ain't worth 50 cents. She said, sold. I gently put it back in the junk box and said, no thank you. It's amazing some of the shit people sell at garage sales and yard sales. Although, when I see a sign that says garage sale, I immediately cross it out and put garage not really for sale. Yeah, I got into a big argument one day with a woman. I walk in the backyard, and I'm looking at the garage, because Grumpy could use another garage. And she goes, that stuff hanging on the wall's not for sale. I said, I'm not looking at the stuff on the wall. She said, what are you looking at? I said, well, I'm looking at 2x4 spacing, and I'm looking at the rafters. She goes, what are you looking at all that for? I said, well, the sign out front says garage sale. I could use a garage. She said, get the fuck out of here. It's okay. So now when I see garage sale, I write on the sign, garage not actually for sale. Same thing, basement sale. Basement is not actually for sale. Yard sale. Yard is not actually for sale. Call them sales what they are. Shit that we no longer want sale. That would be something I would pull up and go, hey, maybe there's some good stuff there. Yeah. Don't call it a garage sale if the garage ain't for sale. Call it shit we no longer want. Then you won't be misleading the public like you misled Grumpy. I thought it was a damn nice garage. had a garage door opener, you know. Then she told me, the garage ain't for sale, asshole. It's a terminology. So I pulled out my Sharpie when I left and I wrote in big letters, garage not actually for sale. That way people knew. They'd see the sign and go, oh, I ain't stopping here. They're not selling the garage. I thought the one woman was going to flip out the one day when I went to a basement sale. I was looking around going, I don't know if I want this basement. It looks like it's leaking over there in that corner. She said, what? I said, well, the sign says basement sale. I could use a basement. She pulled out a shovel and said, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't get out of my basement. I said, okay. People, be honest. Put on the sign. Shit we no longer want sale. Then Grumpy will know. Hey, there's a bunch of shit over there they don't want. Maybe there's something good in that shit. Just saying. Of course, everybody's like, oh, Grumpy, your lights are on, but nobody's home. I know all the old sayings. Elevator don't go to the top floor. 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. Yeah, I know them all. You don't have to tell them. Lights are on, nobody's home. Elevator don't go to the top floor. The one I always liked was, he's 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. Really? How many sandwiches make a picnic? Then I got smacked. Oh. That's why Grumpy is that warm, fuzzy personality. Too many smacks on the head. Just saying. I can't wait to see the video footage when I leave the studio and I take the lid off the top of the tank. It'll be so interesting to see how fast the birds' reactions are. Or if I'm going to come in the morning and the tank will be full of feathers. And Maury up there will have a big smile on his face, going, thanks for dinner. Yeah, the reason he's staying in the tank is the lid is on right now. Weighted down with a cinder block. Because I didn't want Maury coming out of the tank biting me on the ass. How you doing, Maury? Oh, Maury looks happy. He keeps eyeing the bird. Look at that. The bird's looking at him, and he's looking at the bird. When I take the lid off the tank and turn the camera on, it'll be interesting to see how things go. Will I have a bird on the perch when I come in? Or will Maury have a big smile on his eel face and feathers sticking out of his mouth? Oh. That'll teach the bird to eat all my goddamn fish. Cichlids aren't cheap. God, I could not believe the cost of tropical fish. You know, back in the 70s and 80s, Grumpy had all kinds of tanks. And fish were cheap. Now, for what you pay at a pet shop, it would be cheaper to go to the seafood store and say, hey, you got any live ones? Don't kill them yet. Yeah, I could fill a tank with Asian carp. Oh, have you seen them things? Holy shit. Yeah, we're being invaded by Asian carp. Yeah, a thank you for some goddamn freighter that was pumping out its ballast tanks. I saw a video the other day. People in a motorboat going down a river and fucking fish jumping 5, 6 feet out of the air. As a matter of fact, one guy got slapped in the head with one when it jumped in the boat. These things are crazy. And thousands of them. Yeah. We're getting invaded by these goddamn Asian carp. And they literally jump out of the water. It showed these guys standing on either side of the boat with nets, and the fish were like jumping in the nets. And they can't kill them fast enough. Yeah, they're invading our rivers and our lakes like crazy. And they don't like boat motors. It showed them they were just coasting in the stream. No problem. The guy started the boat motor and thousands of goddamn fish jumped out of the water. Thank you, Asia. We appreciate your carp. Not. Yeah, look up on YouTube. Asian carp. It'll amaze you. The guy started the boat motor and fish for hundreds of feet were jumping out of the fucking water. Jumping in the boat, jumping out of the boat. I kind of had a good laugh when the guy got hit in the face with one. Yeah, he's motoring that boat along, and next thing you know, the big fucking carp hits him in the face. Almost knocked him out of the fucking boat. But yeah, don't take Grumpy's word for it. Look it up on YouTube. Asian carp. It'll scare the shit out of you. Looks like something from a horror movie. Was bad enough back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, we got invaded by them goddamn zebra mussels. They were clogging the water intakes at the water filtration plants. Took us years to get rid of the goddamn things. Now, we no sooner get rid of zebra mussels than we got fucking jumping fish. And they're not flying fish either. Asian carp. Oh, the video will scare the shit out of you. Like I say, the one video I watched, they were just coasting. Going with the flow of the river. And then the guy started the boat motor. And it looked like a scene from a horror movie. Fish jumping out of the fucking water like crazy. And they're not good to eat. So what good are they? I say, let's net up tons of them and grind them up and make fish food out of them. Or animal food. Seafood flavor. Oh, and with that, I think Grumpy is going to finish cooking dinner. Yeah, I got some good hot Italian sausage. I'm cooking down some onions to go with it. I love it. Yeah, hot Italian sausage. I don't like that mild. Nah, Grumpy likes something with a little bite. Like Maury. Take it easy, Maury. I don't want him jumping out of the tank. If he moves that cinder block off the top of this tank, I'm running. Because they said he can kind of squirm on land for a while. Although, nothing like having a fish that will eat you. And Maury wasn't cheap. But Maury is going to teach the bird a lesson. let's get one more look at Maury before we sign off. Oh, nice, Maury. Nice, Maury. Take it easy, buddy. You just keep looking at that bird. Yeah, the two of them are doing the old stare down. I know who'll win that fight. My money's on Maury, the moray eel. I know, corny name, but hey, what do you expect in a pinch? And with that, I think it's time to sign off with our favorite outro music. Oh, we know where and when. At the WDWL TV multiplex. Somewhere around 7 p.m. I'm getting closer, folks. I'm getting closer. All right. Where's my clicker? And with that, Grumpy and Maury are wishing you a wonderful evening. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. See ya.